We all want to win, right? We're all chasing some kind of victory. But what if we've been thinking about it all wrong? Today, we're going to dig into what real success looks like. I'm talking about the kind that's built quietly, when no one's watching. Let's jump right in.
So let's just start with this question. Think about it for a second. Our culture loves to talk about success like it's this sudden lightning strike, right? A flash of brilliance. But what if its true nature is quieter, more like a slow sunrise, gradual, patient, but just as powerful? I mean, what if we've been looking for the wrong thing this whole time?
And that idea, well, it leads us right into something we can call the success illusion. It's time to start debunking that big myth of the overnight miracle, the one we're all kind of sold on.
I mean, you know the story. Someone's toiling away in obscurity for years, and then, boom, suddenly they're a huge success. It's loud, it's flashy, everyone's talking about it, it feels like magic. But that popular version of the story, it leaves out the most crucial part of the journey, the real part.
So here's where it all clashes, right? The perception versus the reality. The myth tells us we need that big, loud, overnight win. We need people cheering for us. We need that external validation. But the reality? Oh, it's so different. Real, lasting achievement is built quietly. It's a result of one small step after another, fueled by something deep inside you, not by what other people think.
Okay, so if we're going to throw out that idea of the loud, flashy event, what's left? Well, we replace it with the quiet journey. And this is where things get really interesting, because it's all about shifting our focus away from the finish line and onto the path we're walking right now.
And listen, this is probably the most important thing to remember. This story we're talking about, it's not about some famous person or a character in a book. It's about you. You are the main character here, the hero of your own journey. It's not about sitting around waiting for some lucky break. It's about the choices you make every single day.
So what does this path actually look like in practice? Well, it kind of boils down to 3 simple but powerful steps. First, it all has to start from within. Your motivation can't be about getting likes or applause. It has to be for you. Second, you got to embrace the small, patient steps. Realize that this is a marathon, not a sprint. Progress is gradual. And third, and this is the big one, you need that unwavering determination. The secret sauce? It's just not giving up. Seriously, that's it.
But let's be real for a second. This quiet journey, it is not a walk in the park. It is absolutely forged in difficulty. And you know what? That's not a bug in the system. It's a feature. Those obstacles, those tough moments, that's precisely where your real strength comes from. And this right here is such a critical mindset shift. We tend to think that when we hit an obstacle, it means we're on the wrong path. But that's just not true. Obstacles are the path. They are guaranteed to show up. The moment you start expecting them, the moment you see them as part of the journey instead of something blocking it, everything changes.
And this really gets to the core of what resilience is all about. It's not about having some magical shield that protects you from hardship. Nope. It's the strength that grows because of the hardship. Every single challenge you face and get through, it adds another layer to that strength. And that force, that's resilience. That's what's going to carry you step by step all the way to the top. So what happens when you put it all together? You've got this quiet journey and you're building resilience along the way. Well, that's when you reach what we'll call the inevitable summit. See, this isn't about just hoping you'll succeed. It's about knowing, deep down, that if you stick to this path, success isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Just let this quote sink in for a second. Quiet effort and preserving hope will inevitably lead to victory. I mean, wow. The most powerful word in that whole sentence is inevitably. It's not might, it's not could, it's will. This completely changes the game. Victory isn't some random lottery ticket. It's the natural result of putting in the work.
And that's the promise, isn't it? 100%. For anyone who perseveres, who really commits to that quiet journey and learns from the challenges, victory stops being a maybe. It becomes a certainty. It's just the logical endpoint of all that quiet determination.
All right, so let's wrap this up. What are the big takeaways here? First, remember, success is a process. That slow sunrise, not a one-time event. Second, that fire inside you, your inner drive, that's your superpower. Protect it. Third, those challenges, they're not roadblocks. They're your gym for building resilience. And finally, just know that victory is the natural, logical result of all that quiet, consistent work you're putting in.
So, I'm going to leave you with one final thought, one question to take with you. This whole journey, it doesn't start tomorrow with some grand, perfect plan. It starts right now. It starts with one small, quiet step that you take today. So my question for you is, what's your step going to be?